Yo, what's good, everybody? It's the Storm Podcast. Today we got a Jujutsu Kaisen 0 movie review. I'm your host, Malcolm. I'm here with...
It's your boy, Eman.
Let's get into it. All right. First off, how we start all of the movie reviews. Give it a rating out of 10.
For an anime movie, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for an anime movie.
Best anime movie I've ever seen.
So, I thought you were going to give a 9 out of 10. But I think I might have to agree with you on a 10 out of 10. It didn't fumble in any areas for me.
Yeah.
I can't think of any areas where it, like, genuinely fumbled. And being a prequel movie is tough.
Yeah.
So, the issue with prequel movies is you have to still give an interesting story while doing two things. One, not giving up any of the revelations that are going to happen later on in the timeline.
Yeah.
And two, sticking with the actual timeline and not like fucking up anything that has already been established, like not breaking continuity.
Yeah.
This movie did a great job of both. If you were to watch Jujutsu Kaisen and you had never seen it before, you could literally start with this movie and go right into the show. Obviously, you know, there's a little bit of a time gap, but
it worked the same way, vice versa, too, because I've already seen all of Jujutsu Kaisen, and watching the prequel, when I already watched Jujutsu Kaisen, everything made total sense.
there were hella cool parts.
Yeah.
Hella cool parts. And I'm going to keep it a stack. Yuta, GOAT.
Amazing main character.
Yuta and Rika, fucking fire, bro. It's to the point where right now, my phone background is Jin Mori from God of High School.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to switch it to Yuta and Rika.
I would switch it to Yuta. I didn't care that much about Rika.
I fucked with Rika, bro.
I like their story. I didn't really care for her as a curse.
Rika was goated, bro. The just power and the story in Rika.
Yeah, the story was amazing.
Like, their story together was epic, bro.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Epic. So, okay, getting into their story. Were they sick? They were in the hospital as kids. Like,
I could be wrong. I think Yuta was sick. I don't think Rika was sick.
fuck was she in the hospital for?
Somebody else.
She was in the hospital bed, it looked like
She
looking
was
out
just
the window.
sitting in a hospital bed in regular clothes.
That's true. For me, it felt like they were both sick kids, and that's kind of what they connected over. I thought that's what I took from that, but
That's that's definitely a possibility. But when I first saw it, I automatically went to the conclusion she doesn't look sick. She's just sitting in the bed, not wearing like a hospital gown.
okay.
Didn't have the little IV thing Yuta was walking around with. She seemed cool.
Completely understandable. Yuta. He started off being cursed, having to deal with this, ready to kill himself. Just overall, just down. Just fucked up. I liked how even though he was down, he still always had that hope. He was just trying to kill himself more for like other people's sake because Rika was fucking shit up for real.
Yeah.
And I like how Gojo was able to kind of give him that light. Speaking of which, I love Gojo.
Gojo was just like, this made him 10 times better.
I like how non-humble Gojo is. I like how Gojo was like, yo, I'm that dude. Y'all know I'm that dude. And y'all are I'ma do shit my way because I'm that dude. They were all talking like, yo, he's got to have this execution. We got to do this because Yuta's a problem. And he was like, y'all called me because y'all know this is a problem. If y'all trying to go up against them, well, guess what? I'm going to be against you. And what are you going to do about it? I'm Gojo.
Gojo might be my favorite sensei.
Your favorite anime sensei?
Yep.
Ooh.
Now that I've seen his sensei potential with the first years and the second years, he was goated both times.
He's over Yami?
Yeah.
Over Kakashi?
I was just about to say, he's just a better Kakashi.
I think Yami might still be my favorite sensei, but I'm not mad at you for saying Gojo.
I think Gojo is, because he was was Kakashi doing the right thing, kind of, sort of, failing like all the other ninjas. Yeah,
Right.
but like Gojo really trained both years of students perfectly.
Facts.
They went
His
crazy.
way.
Yeah.
His way. Yeah. Okay. I can give you that. I can give you that. Gojo's goated.
Gojo is a amazing sensei.
When he got introduced to the class, I loved being able to see more of the second years.
Yeah.
That obviously they were first years in this movie.
Yeah, of
But I
course.
like seeing more of Maki, seeing more of Panda, and seeing more of Toge.
Yeah, and you got a little
Toge,
bit.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Think it's Toge?
Toge?
I just call him Inumaki.
Inumaki. Okay, we'll call him Inumaki.
Yeah.
Inumaki. Bro, he's probably one of my favorite in the show.
He's been one of my favorites, but seeing more of him made it 10 times better.
Bro, that man is the GOAT. I like that they sent him on his own. Okay, well, let's not skip. When they sent Maki and Yuta on the mission together, I like the connection that they formed. I like the relationship between Yuta and Maki the entire time.
Yeah.
And because this is a prequel, I'll save that take till the end. I like their connection. I like how they were becoming friends, and I like how we got to see more of Maki's like standoffish personality. I thought that in the show, she was kind of, first off, she's opened up a little bit more in
In the show. Yeah,
like
for
the
sure.
show, and I like how we've seen that progression of her character.
Yeah.
But there were still those tendencies there.
Of course.
I thought that she was a naturally nice person.
Until.
And she had those tendencies because they were like training to go up against her sister and she was like super stressed. I didn't know that this is just kind of what her personality is. And she was just kind of growing out of that to be a better leader.
I thought that, like, I kind of thought the same thing. I thought that these, like, not exactly insecurities. Yeah. I
She
guess,
has insecurity.
Yeah, her insecurities kind of grew later. I thought she was going to be a lot more, like, charismatic in the beginning.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
Okay.
That's what it felt like. It felt like, I forgot her name, the girl with the gun. Like her sister.
Her
or
sister
whatever.
May, I believe her name is.
Yeah, something like that. I thought she was kind of the reason she was, like, so
Right.
down and, yeah, but
Word.
seems like she just been like that.
Bruh, the scene where this nigga Yuta acknowledged Rika and kind of was like, yo, like Maki was like, yo, what the fuck are you here for, bro? You need a goal. You need to figure this out. Like, come on, bro. Like, we just got to wait for Gojo. And he's like, yo, I'm going to save these kids. I'm going to get us out of here. Boom. Rika, lend me your power. When she bust out of the monster and got to fucking that nigga up.
I really like the whole engagement ring thing. I feel like
Yeah.
that's really dope.
I think that's cool. I'm going to keep it a stack. I'm going to see if I can get that as my engagement ring when I get engaged.
I mean, it's a pretty basic. I feel like you could get that.
That shit'd be hard,
You
bro.
could get that.
I don't know if my girlfriend will let me do it,
I
but
don't think she would notice. Like,
man,
it
if I
looks
get
like a
that
pretty
bitch,
normal
I'm
ring.
gonna be in that bitch. Lend me your strength.
Well, that'd
She
be
was going.
lame as shit. Oh, I thought you meant like when you're engaged.
I mean, I'm not gonna ask Alexis to lend
Lend
me
me
her
your
strength.
strength.
Like, I'm stronger. Like, I'll be losing power. Nah, but I would. But I liked just seeing Yuta's overall growth and seeing him turn into a new person. And I could watch a full series of Yuta, bro. Like,
I could
think-
definitely watch a series
I
about
think
Yuta.
Yuta is epic, bro. I could watch.
I would
Yuta in
love
the
to
first
see
years.
like where he goes later.
Yes, I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah,
in
I'm
a
not gonna
little
go
bit.
too in depth about that yet.
Yeah. Man, just overall good shit, bro. Seeing his fight when he was working with Inumaki. I like how Inumaki is so fucking powerful, but he also has them drawbacks.
I like that he's powerful and like you don't really know what words are powerful. Like when he was with the small fish and he said explode, that seems like a word that would fuck him up. But it kind of didn't affect him.
It did. He couldn't talk.
But he wasn't coughing up blood. Like when he
Oh.
said plummet or
I think he might. Did he cough up blood? No.
no, he just had a sore throat.
Oh yeah, you're
I
right.
feel like explode would have been cooked.
I think it was because they were so small. Maybe he
It
didn't
could
need.
kind of vary
He
depending
has
on
to
how
like vary
big
how
the
much
curse
power
is.
he puts in the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. When Buddy threw him the throat medicine, I thought he was gonna spray it. That nigga just throated the bottle of medicine. I'm like,
Oh, you thought it was like an inhaler?
it is.
Oh, it is?
It is. The nigga just drank it though.
Oh.
Like,
I thought it was supposed to
It's
be
literally
like that.
spray. It had a spray tip, like so you could spray it. And the nigga just opened that bitch and just drank that hoe.
I mean, you gotta get it fast. You jumped right into battle.
I mean, I feel it. I just thought it was funny that the nigga just took that shit and just throated the cough medicine. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Inumaki, bro. Like,
I also like how trained he is. Like, he doesn't need to know a lot of stuff, I feel like, because of his cursed speech is so powerful.
Right.
But he was evading those blasts like it was a breeze.
yeah, like close range type shit?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like he does. Because he's super powerful, but he can't use it so much. I feel like he has to be good at evading, because otherwise he would just be a sitting duck. Because in a regular fight, I would assume he only speaks like 4 to 5 times.
Yeah.
So I feel like in between there, he has to be. I feel like Inumaki's ability is more like a chess ability, I feel like a lot of powers are checkers, you're just regular fight, but he has to really be strategic about where he places himself, what he says, when he says it, all that type of stuff.
And the power of the cursed spirit that he's using it against.
Yeah, that too. Nigga broke Buddy's hand.
Yeah, even using that hurt him.
Yeah, that shit was raw. Seeing more of the villain. What was the villain's name?
You're talking about Gojo's homie?
Yeah.
What is his name?
Gato?
It's not Gato. It's not Mahito? No.
No, Mahito is Patchwork Buddy.
Yeah.
Let me Google it. JJK.
Crap. I don't know how I forgot this.
His name is. I googled the main villain. That bitch said Sakuna.
Oh, I
Sakuna.
thought it was like a spoiler or something. I was gonna say, dang.
The fuck is Buddy's name? Geto. Suguru Geto.
Geto. Yep.
Yeah,
Suguru.
Geto. What'd I
Suguru.
say? I said Gato.
Gato.
Yeah. Geto. We didn't see much of him at all in the show.
Yeah. No.
He was just in the background pulling strings. I had no idea what his power was. Because they didn't show his power at all in the show.
Yeah, I'm like, we still don't really know what his power is.
Yeah, we do.
Not really.
What are you talking
Everything
about?
that he released was just curses that he had.
That's his power.
Oh.
His power is capturing untethered curses.
Oh, okay.
And then he can use them to his own ability.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's his power. Epic power. Finding out him and Gojo were homies. Mind blowing.
I felt like he had to have some type of tether to Jujutsu High.
I didn't know they was some best friend shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was fucking awesome, bro.
I thought that it was gonna. I didn't think it was gonna be Gojo. I thought it was gonna be somebody like more important later, like maybe like the old man, like the principal or something like that.
I thought Geto was a lot older.
Yeah,
He gave me like
immortality type thing.
Yeah,
I thought
he gave me
an
like
older
mad
person.
old vampire type shit. Or I
Yeah.
thought he might even be like a curse, maybe some type of curse. I wasn't
Yeah,
really
I could
sure
see that.
what the situation was with him.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he might have been connected to the principal or something. Yo,
That's what I thought.
I fuck with the principal, bro.
The principal is dope.
Anytime some shit happened, that nigga said, "God damn!" I was like, "Yo, this nigga's
The principal
lit.
is lit.
I fuck
That's
with
just
him.
a lively dude.
God damn,
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, bro was fire. I really rocked with seeing him, but Yuta slowly learned how to. What did you think about Yuta with the sword?
I thought that it was. I thought it was cool. I liked it because he didn't. It was good. He couldn't rely on
Rika? Yeah.
like because he can't just bust that out. He's gonna go on a rampage and destroy the whole city.
So I really did like him with the sword, but I didn't like the sword because I really liked seeing him and Rika work together. So whenever I was like, damn, like you got the sword now, nigga, let's see Rika.
I liked the sword, but something happened later that I don't want to go too in depth about. But we can
Okay.
get into that later.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the sword was pretty dope. I like that.
I would have liked it better, and like I really did like him with the sword, but I'm just super biased because him and Rika together were hard. I would have liked it if he was just like pulling out maybe a smaller form of Rika,
Yeah,
like
that'd be cool.
just less powerful type shit. I thought I don't know, maybe something like that.
Yeah.
But that's just me being biased because I like them two together.
But I feel like I'm also kind of biased because I like weapon. I like people that just
All facts. Nah,
spear users, sword users, stuff like that. That's dope.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Okay.
And the fact that Maki was the one that taught him, I thought that was dope.
Yeah, that's fire too.
Yeah.
The night parade. What was it called? The like
The
1,000
night parade of 1,000
curses or some shit like that.
hidden curses, something.
And that shit fire.
That's
a raw
That's
ass
a raw
name.
name.
That's a raw ass
Yeah.
name. Okay, question. He told them he had 2,000 curses.
Yeah.
Right. He did have 2,000 curses, but then when he was fighting Yuta, the nigga said, "I'm gonna use the rest of my 4,000 curses on this whirlwind attack." That what the fuck? That nigga had 6,000 curses just on deck?
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, first off, he's insanely strong. We know that.
That shit crazy though. That
He-
shit crazy.
I feel like if he's strong enough to capture like basically any type of curse.
Yeah, actually.
He was
any
getting
untethered curse.
Yeah, I'm like he was getting ready to kill Yuta and try to take Rika. That was his whole
yeah,
goal.
he said he could grab any untethered curse.
Yeah, so I mean, like I feel like he should be strong enough to handle that many curses.
I wasn't ready for that. That shit caught me off guard.
And he can kind of just let him go as much as he wants.
He also said that there are 4 special ranked Jujutsu sorcerers in the world.
Yes.
He's one.
Yeah.
Gojo's another one.
Yeah.
Yuta was one of them. So there's one more left.
Yeah.
I wonder who that is.
I'm assuming it's got to be somebody from Jujutsu High.
No.
I think it's somebody from Jujutsu High.
Why would you think?
Or they were from Jujutsu High and left.
I don't know who it is. I don't think we've met them yet. And
No, we haven't met them yet.
And I think they just gonna be some like random nomad type shit. Maybe Toto's teacher. I know they said Toto's teacher was mad strong. Maybe because Toto's strong as fuck.
Well, I also don't know if he's going to be good or bad.
Yeah, I don't either.
So it would be hard because it could be like whoever taught. We know who taught Gojo, don't we? No, we don't.
well, him and Ghetto
They were in
taught
the
by
same class,
person.
yeah.
So
it could be like him.
their teacher, maybe. I
Yeah.
doubt it though, but it's possible. Yeah, okay. The dancer, the Night of 1,000 Curses. I wish we could have seen more. If I had to say I had a gripe with this movie, and this isn't like a real gripe, it's just me being greedy,
Yeah, I agree.
I would have loved to see more.
I feel like that was the perfect chance to show off the other techniques that Jujutsu High has.
I just wanted to see more of the motherfuckers that I know. I would have liked to see more of the other school. I don't remember what it's called, but Toto and all them. I want to see more of them niggas fighting. I want to see more of Gojo fighting. I want to see more Nanami fighting.
Yeah, watching more Nanami. That
It was cool seeing the Gojo lookalike girl with the braid.
Oh yeah, that was really dope. I didn't know what her cursed.
I know what she could do.
I didn't know what her cursed technique
got the
was. She had
big
like that
axe.
big ass axe.
Slink,
That's
slink,
dope.
slink. And I like that she all about the money.
Yeah, she's hard.
Even back in the TV show, all she gave a fuck about was the bread.
Yeah,
She's like, yo, I'm here to kill curses. I met the quota. Let's get this extra bread now. Everything else is a bonus.
I fuck with that, but that's also why I fuck with what is it? Nanami? Because he's the exact opposite. Fuck the bread. I'm going to do my shit,
And
beat
get
your
the
ass,
fuck
clock out.
home.
This is called a fucking 8 to 10. I'm out. I'm gone.
Nanami is one of my favorite characters because I resonate with him so heavy,
I'm
bro.
going to get my job done, and I'm gone.
The first episode that we saw Nanami in, while I was watching it, I took a screenshot. I literally watched it in the break room, and the nigga said, I clocked in at 8 o'clock. I'm leaving no later than 5 o'clock. And I was literally in the break room like, preach, preach. I was fucking with bro. He said, I'm not working overtime. And I'm like, shout out Nanami, bro.
Nanami went crazy.
I fucks with Nanami.
I definitely fuck with him.
I like seeing him fight more.
One of my favorites.
And he's cold with the fights, bro.
It's dope because I like how his weapon isn't like sharp. He just beats people like a blunt knife.
You just gotta hit the right proportions, bro. You just sling. Goated.
Yeah, nah.
Nanami
is definitely
absolute
one of
savage.
my favorites.
I want to read the manga.
Yeah.
Because that fight of Gojo versus that other nigga,
The whip guy,
he kept saying, I need to stretch this fight out so I can reach my time limit to, do whatever.
Yeah.
We didn't see him do it.
I wasn't sure if he was saying that he needed to fight for longer to gain something, or if he had to run out the fight for Gojo to lose something.
It seemed like he needed to wait a certain amount of minutes to activate a power of his. I wanted to see what the power is. We didn't see it. Hopefully I see it in the manga because I'm going to read. I started the manga last night, but I need to know what the fuck that was, because if you're going up against Gojo, you got to have something, bro. Like,
yeah, I thought it was weird that he like singled him out. Like they had some type of beef.
I don't think he had some type of beef. He just knew that his technique he was the only person that even had a chance against Gojo, because Gojo was like, yo, his whip is fucking up my technique. He was like, I can't use my techniques proper. But I like how they still flex how strong Gojo is. Big ass monster walking by,
It's hollow red.
Boom. Just
over.
Blast that shit. Keep it popping. Gojo got the hand-to-hand combat. He got the eyes. He got the hollow red. He just goated.
Yeah. I feel like the rapping that he used was weird.
The white rapping?
Yeah. I don't know
like
why they did that.
I don't like it as much.
Yeah, it was cool because I know this is like OG Gojo. We're trying to make him seem regular. I don't know why he would have like.
I like the strings. I think like the bandages style is cooler than just like the one headband. I just would have liked if it was dark.
Yeah.
I think it just.
Yeah.
It's just
I feel
nitpicky.
like. Yeah.
The best part of the movie to me. Final fight, Yuta and Rika versus Geto. Watching Yuta snap and then link up with Rita.
That was really cool.
Best shit ever.
That was really dope.
Best shit ever. The way they was linking, they fighting together. He running on Rita. They slicing shit, moving. Fire.
That was dope. There was also that one part where he was like fighting, and then the time got like really distorted and his sword broke. And then he just got to putting paws on my nigga. Like,
I don't know if you peeped this. The sword broke. He hit a black flash.
That's the fact that you said that. I wasn't sure because I saw that time get distorted, and in my mind, I was literally picturing. I forgot it. Toto. He was talking. He was like, "In that moment, time gets distorted, and that's when you hit the black flash."
When he punched Geto, the like red and black line, that was a black flash.
That's what I thought he did, and I wasn't sure
because he broke the sword and he said something along the lines of like, "You don't have your sword" or some shit, and that was the black flash, and I was like.
That was hard. That was an awesome callback.
I was about to jump out my chair.
That was hard.
And it was, I don't know what the fuck fully happened, but when he used the megaphone to use Inumaki's power, I don't know how that worked, but that shit was raw. He said, Rika, we're using that.
I feel like that makes sense. I mean, Rika's the queen of curses, and he used cursed speech, but he doesn't have like he's not from Inumaki's clan. So I guess that made sense. Yeah. He gave him a cursed object.
Oh, you're right. It is a cursed object. Because I was just confused, like, what exactly. It was dope, but I was just confused what exactly was going on.
So I guess it's kind of like Maki, how she uses cursed objects. It doesn't have to be a weapon. It's just the megaphone.
That makes
sense. So that was hard. I saw that and that was cold.
Yeah, just him and Rika fighting together was just so epic, man.
Him and Rika fighting was super dope.
Like, I know movie reviews are more cool for you guys when we hate the movie. But Shit was heat, man.
Yeah, no, this was just an amazing movie overall.
I
man.
have no bad things to say about this movie, but I do have a question. Where the fuck is Yuta?
Assuming that he's like out on some type of mission that it seems like some type of Jujutsu high classified mission that he probably just has not come back from.
Because I was waiting on him to die.
Yeah, I thought
Or
he was
lose his
gonna
power.
die. Yeah,
Well, I knew it had to be one or the other.
I thought that he was going to die, but him dying was going to fix Rika's curse.
Right. I thought that Rika's curse was going to get lifted, and because Rika was gone, he couldn't be a Jujutsu sorcerer anymore.
Yeah.
But then we found out he's from a long line of Jujutsu sorcerers, and at the end, you know, they showed him going on a mission with the gang. Like, he
Yeah.
had the sword and everything. So, where is Yuta?
Could have died on that mission.
Yeah, maybe he died. I don't think he died.
I don't think he died either.
I think
but
we're
I'm
going to
just,
see him. I hope we see him later.
I hope we see him later too.
And I don't think we'll see Rika again. But
Well, her curse is broken. She already went away. She said, "Well, I'll see you soon." Or
Yeah.
not too soon. But
yeah, but I hope he was the one who cursed Rika.
yeah.
So I'm hoping maybe like they'll get put in like a sticky situation and he'll be able to like call that curse back. Maybe for like, you know, like a one-time thing type shit. Like maybe him and Itadori will be fighting together and he'll call Rika or some shit. I don't know, but
I mean, do we also know that curses have to be bad? Because he couldn't just call Rika back in a different form.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I could see that happening.
Maybe for the one time. I don't want him to be able to just keep
Yeah.
using it forever
Yeah.
because that would be bad. But yeah, I want to see Yuta again. I need to see Yuta again in that show. And I'm not gonna read the manga, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna read the Zero manga. I'm reading it right now. That shit is good as fuck. But it's 4 chapters.
Yeah,
but
I
yeah.
can imagine it being pretty short.
Overall, great movie. 10 out of 10 for an anime movie. I know I've given 2 10 out of 10 ratings in a row. That's rare for me. But
Yeah.
Batman and this were both fantastic. So unfortunately, for the ones who like seeing me tweak and hate on shit, y'all haven't gotten it yet. But any movies coming out that should be asked?
I was about to say, like, I feel like we definitely got some movies coming. Then again, I don't know if there are any that we would review.
Yeah, you work in a movie theater. What's the word?
Yeah, we got a movie called X coming out.
Ain't that shit out already?
Oh, it might already be out.
I'm
I
probably
think
not gonna see it. Is it about X-Men?
and the outfit. No,
Oh.
no, it's not.
All right, well, I'll definitely let y'all know next time I hate a movie. And thank y'all so much for watching. Let us know what you thought of the movie. And if
True.
you're not already subscribed, like, share, comment, subscribe, do all
Don't
that
forget
good
to
shit.
check out the Discord. Got a whole anime section in there. We can always chat that up.
That's true. Check out the Discord and the Patreon. And we will catch y'all next time. Peace.